Welcome to Techstination, your destination for gadgets and gear. Here's Fred Fishkin.
Back to school? What are the search trends? With us is Google's Nick Burns. Hi, Nick.
Hi, how's it going?
Great to see you once again. And
You
I
too.
guess we can start out with school supplies.
Yeah, as students get back to school, get ready to go back to school, people are turning to Google to find the best deals on school supplies. And backpacks, probably not a surprise. They are the hot trending item. They spike every kind of July, August, and I can tell you that people are really looking for things like the Hello Kitty backpack or I'm mispronouncing it, spray ground backpack, and K-pop Demon Hunters. Those are the kind of the top trending brands of backpacks this year.
And are there other kinds of supplies that are trending this year? Anything new, different?
It's interesting. Lily Pulitzer and K-pop Demon Hunters are still kind of the top trending brands of school supplies overall, in terms of searches over the past month. And it's probably no surprise that things like three-ring binders, notebook, and pencil case continue to spike every August. So we're also seeing search interest in things like stainless steel lunchbox for kids. Search interest in that actually tripled in the past month. And also lunch boxes with ice packs. So that's actually really helpful. I think I'm probably not as surprised to see that one either, though.
Yeah, it kind of amazes me that some things haven't changed from the days when I was in school.
That's right. That's right.
What about using AI to assist with needs with school? Tell us about that and maybe some examples.
Yeah, sure thing. Google, AI mode and search is a really great tool, especially if you're trying to find, back to school like clothing or outfits. When searching with AI mode, you can actually just speak to it very conversationally and say, I'm looking for a cozy sweater that feels like a hoodie, but still looks pretty nice, and I don't want to spend more than $80. And if you do that search, it'll actually present you with a number of great ideas and options to choose from. And then one of my favorite hacks is actually using Google Shopping price tracking to make sure that you're getting a good deal. So when you're on Google Shopping at google.com/shopping, if you search for an item that you want to purchase, you can click on the price and see if that price has fluctuated over the past few months, and just to make sure that you're getting it at a really good deal. And you can actually hit price alert on it and set a price that you want to pay for that item, and you'll actually get a notification when the price drops to that, so you know exactly when to buy.
That's terrific, and I guess you can use it to find some of the items we already talked about too, right? The lunch boxes or the binders.
That's right. That's right. Absolutely. I think it's a great tool for parents and students alike.
When it comes to decorating or setting up a dorm room, moving on to the those who are heading to campuses, there's help there too, right?
That's right. Search interest in 3D rendering dorm room is actually a breakout search over the last month, and dorm designer searches actually spiked 525%. We're also seeing a lot of breakout searches around things like dorm room wallpaper, and fairy lights are the top trending dormitory lighting. And you could actually use, Nano Banana, which is our image generation, to kind of get an idea of how some of these items might look in your dorm room. But it is interesting, as you said before. A lot of these things kind of haven't changed from since when I went to school. So fairy lights, wallpaper, even some of the top trending design styles being boho or beach or coastal. So it's really fun to see that some trends just are ever present.
And with the 3D rendering, you can actually see the way things are going to look in your dorm room.
With Nano Banana, it'll generate an image. It won't be a 3D rendering, but people are searching Google for 3D rendering tools for that purpose.
Interesting. And then, of course, the academics. And Gemini and AI can be a big help there too.
One of the things that we're really excited about is this Gemini with study notebooks. So if you think of this as sort of like a little personalized learning space where you can upload your course syllabus or any kind of PDFs that your teacher sends you, or lessons and things like that. And it'll actually create a nice kind of interactive experience where that's meant to help you learn. So it'll give you quizzes and identify areas where maybe you need to focus a little bit more with your studies. It can even kind of help you create like these little bite-sized lessons to work you through concepts. Another great tool is called guided learning in Gemini. So usually when you're using Google search and you ask a question, it gives you the answer. This is a great way to use Gemini where it'll actually teach you the ways, teach you a concept versus just kind of getting to the answer for you. So when you're in Gemini at gemini.google.com, you ask a question and say, help me learn about the function of a cell, for example. You click the guided learning button and it'll actually walk you through the concepts and kind of quiz you along the way to make sure that you're understanding them as well.
Really give you a head start. And, and it kind of counters the fears that some people might have about, AI is used for cheating. It's really not. It can be used for real learning.
That's right. And we actually really focus on that. And it's really important to us. I think it's one of the really wonderful values that AI brings to this, in helping people learn. And we really work with a lot of educators to understand how people actually really learn best. And we try to build that into our tools to help students be successful.
And there are also tools targeted towards helping kids get ready for standardized tests like the SATs and even beyond.
That's right. We partnered with the Princeton Review. So you can go to Gemini and say, I want to do a practice test for the SAT or the ACT. And you'll actually get to go through a real practice test that was created by the Princeton Review. And it'll be able to identify kind of your gaps and areas that you need to study, where it's on the math or it's certain concepts on the verbal side of things as well. It's really, God, I wish these existed when I was a student, let me tell you.
Yeah, really. You don't know what existed when I was a kid. I had the slide rule, right? So for more info, where do we go, Nick?
Yeah, to learn more about Google search trends, you can go to google.com/trends.
Terrific. Nick Burns, thank you for spending time with us.
Always.
Thank you for watching or listening. Don't forget to subscribe. And for more, you can find us at Techstination.com.
The Haven 10,000 lantern is a smartly designed, beautiful solar light that you will love indoors or out. It is waterproof with up to 1,200 lumens of brightness, that's a lot of light, and the base becomes a flashlight at the push of a button. The power comes from a built-in lithium-ion battery recharged by the sun, the solar panel is built in, or USB-C. The battery can even recharge your phone. Did we mention how durable it is? How it folds down and can run for up to 120 hours on a charge? But the real power of the Haven Lantern comes from the people behind it and their mission to provide this quality lighting to those in the world who need it most, including in disaster emergencies. Your purchase helps to fund those efforts, and if you use the code Techstination20, you'll get it at a 20% discount. That's Techstination20 at havenlantern.com. Create your haven.